ladies and gentlemen. I of course like to acknowledge everybody that's here, Talatala, the head of the school, the management, the community, and of course most importantly the students who are here with us. The benefits of internet connectivity. Just very quickly, and I don't intend to make a long speech, but to have meet up with all of you and have a bit of a Talanoa session to hear from you exactly, and also to hear from the students. But as was said earlier on, we need to ensure that every Fijian is connected to the internet, irrespective of which part of Fiji you live in. It of course makes it very difficult in terms of cost, in terms of accessibility, because we have over 300 islands in Fiji. 110 islands are actually inhabited. In other words, we have Fijians living over 110 islands. But the bulk of the population, the Fijian population, about 65% at least, live on Viti level. Then the second largest group is in Vunisalusalu. Then the rest is spread out throughout the rest of Fiji. And even in places like Vunisalusalu, you will see that a lot of the utilities, the connectivity, whether it's roads, water, electricity, and of course now internet services and telephonic services, is rather limited over here. So government, as you know, our Honourable Prime Minister is always talking about empowering all Fijians. And part of that is to ensure that we bring the services out to every single part of Fiji. Internet connectivity has been in fact very, very low in Vunisalusalu. Some of you may recall in 2018 our Prime Minister commissioned the submarine cable that landed in Savusavu. If you go past Savusavu Airport, going towards Savusavu town, you'll see it on the right-hand side. Now, that basically meant that Vunisalusalu now has access to much higher speeds of internet and bandwidth. Bandwidth basically means that you can download a lot of things, large like photos and lots of other material very quickly. Those of you who may have had access to internet previously, sometimes it takes a long time for it to download. This increases the speed and the bandwidth of it all. We stopped there on the way now, and we met three gentlemen. These are all divers. There were two from Greece, one from Portugal. And there was one gentleman from Malaysia. He was not doing the diving part. But we've landed another submarine cable now, which is what you call the next generation, which will increase the speed and the bandwidth in much, much more. In fact, 50, 60 times more. So essentially, these people are here. We've invested over $20 million US dollars, which we get back over a period of time, which means that people of Vunisalusalu have a much better opportunity to get connected. We have also, when we did the first landing of the submarine cable here, we had borrowed funds from the World Bank. And because we used the money efficiently, we had some leftover funds, about 1.2 to $1.4 million. So we decided to use that funds to connect all the people in Vunisalusalu. So this trip is about that. There's over 40 sites in Vunisalusalu that is being connected as a result of this project. We on the first day, when we landed in Lambasa, we immediately went to Mbua. The 3 isolated schools we went to. Yesterday we were down in the Wainunu Bay area, Wailevu area. Again, there were schools that we went to. Today we are we're commissioning 2 schools and 2 health centers. And as your head teacher said, it gives enormous opportunities to the students over here. There are students in Suva, in Latoka, and Nandi, and even Lambasa. They take getting connected to internet for granted. It's like part and parcel of their daily lives. But over here it isn't. We want the students here to know that it's part and parcel of their learning environment. Similarly, we have the teachers who can now access information from the head office, can communicate, can email, can get information really quickly. If there's some information about teacher training, etc., they can get that. If they need to download papers for the students, they can do that through the internet. We've also connected the school with an IP system phone where they can make phone calls using the satellite communication. We have also, wherever there's a school and there's a community around the place, we have what we call Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi means is that 150 meters from wherever the connectivity is, one of these buildings, if I go 150 meters, if I stand there with my phone in the schoolyard, I can also get connected. So people who live in this community can come here or from anywhere else and get connected. They don't actually have to come into the school, which is very empowering. And as your headmaster also said, it's really important. A lot of people don't realize it. I hear that the Yangona here is very potent, that you grow a lot of Yangona here. Now, for you to get a good price, you should be able to communicate. Try and cut out the middleman if there's a middleman. There were some people complaining to us the other day about middlemen in the, who are buying the dalo in the Wailevu side. So we said, well, now you get connectivity, you can talk to as many people as possible. You can use Viber to talk to people. You can use WhatsApp. You can form a group and see where there's the best price. So information or access to technology gives you the power. It gives you the power to negotiate also better. If it costs you, $150 to take your Yongona to Sabu Sabu by truck, for example, or $50, you may think, well, I don't want to waste that money, so I'll take whatever price the middleman gives me when they come here. So this will help you overcome that. So ladies and gentlemen, that's part and parcel of what we are doing. As I said, today we are going almost all the way up to Undu Point, another 2 schools, 2 health centers, and we go down to Lambasa. We have commissioned now, so there's 3 on Monday, 3 yesterday, 4 sites today. So we are commissioning all in all 10 sites. But there's another 30 that have already been commissioned. I would like to urge the people who now have access to internet, urge the students, please use the internet wisely. Don't go to sites you're not supposed to. I think the parents also have a responsibility to ensure that they use it appropriately. There's over 600,000 Facebook users in Fiji. Please, it's a good form of communication, but use it in a right manner. Also, you need to seek the right information. And as I've said that, if you want to know about government services, if you want to know about information, you can go to the government Facebook page, you can go to the government web page, which will give you all the correct information. There's a lot of misinformation also around, so please use it wisely. We also would like to acknowledge all the teachers. As the head teacher said, nowadays a lot of teachers who graduate, for them to go to schools, they look at things like services. They'll see, is there water there? Is there electricity there? Is there internet there? Would I be able to talk to my family members? As part of this program, we've also given the school a laptop, a PC. It's got a webcam. In other words, people can see you when you talk to them. You can see them, they can see you. And the reason why we're also doing some of the health centers is because sometimes there may be a complicated health issue. So if you have a webcam, the doctor can actually see the patient, can see perhaps the wound, and guide the nurse along as to what should be done. So ladies and gentlemen, this is essentially what we are doing. I also look forward to talking with you in the Talanoa session we're going to have. Please feel free to ask any question. Nothing is too silly or too hard. And we, of course, encourage you to use the services that are now available. And I wish you all the best. Dr. Kalibu, thank you very much.
These are very special occasions for the school and the community as a whole. This marks a new chapter for our school actually. First time we have seen the acting Prime Minister coming to our school. So we are very thankful to you, sir. We hardly have people of your magnitude coming to our school. People used to see you over the TV, listen over the radio, but today it's a reality that you are here present at Vunisalusalu Central School. We are very fortunate to be part of few schools that was chosen to receive this assistance. The development of internet technologies has raised the education level in all countries, and it has changed the way students are being taught at schools. That's why it is very important for the present generation to be provided with internet education from as low as primary school. I must salute you and the government of the day for the things that has been given to the school, and we look forward for more to come in future, if possible, whatever, so that it does not affect our teaching and learning. As far as, because this is one area that we are, our schools, like far in the interior, 40-50 kilometers from town, we are always neglected, I would say. And the things coming in for the school is a big asset to the school. So thank you very much.